Good morning. This is the second public hearing for the 2020 Community Development Block Grant. This is a continuation of a public hearing that we started on May 27th. And this is the second part of this. And so it's going to give the public another opportunity to comment and at least review what the plans are for this year's application. What is the Community Development Block Grant? It is a block grant that was created by Congress in 1974, administered by Housing and Urban Development. It's the oldest of the block grants, and funds from the Community Development Block Grant are distributed on a formula basis, and those the formula is derived from population, poverty, incidence of overcrowded housing, and age of the housing stock. And so some of the national objectives that the CDBG projects have to meet, you have to meet at least 51% low and moderate income, or projects can eliminate the slum and blight. Past allocations, from 1992 through 2018, Erie County has received just over $5 million with an average award of $194,650. We keep our administrative costs low, approximately 10%, with an average annual admin of $20,761.54. This year's allocation from the state of Ohio is going to be $150,000, which is lower than has been in the past. So with the CDBG application, there is the opportunity for Erie County to cover our administrative costs. So the state of Ohio limits us to 20% administrative costs, so that's $30,000. So if you take our $150,000 allocation, subtract out the administration, that leaves $120,000 to be distributed. So our timeline, our application is due to the state of Ohio on June 17th. Our first public hearing was scheduled for May 11th, was held on May 11th, and then our second public hearing was scheduled for May 27th. There was a hiccup with the ad running in the register, so we continued it on to June 8th. But in the long run, it's better off for the public, given the closure of the building. It gives the public more opportunity to comment. Again, our application is due to the state of Ohio June 17th. And I expect to have a grant agreement this fall with the state of Ohio, and then projects would commence this spring. So the projects that we've received from political jurisdictions around Erie County, Milan Township put in for Americans with Disabilities Act access to one of their public buildings. Volunteers of America has requested operating costs in the amount of $16,000 for the homeless shelter. Margaretta Township has also requested Americans with Disabilities Act restrooms, access to the restrooms, $90,000. Perkins Township has requested $92,500 for demolition of 2 structures, and the Village of Bayview did request some ADA access to the fishing pier, but they were unable to come up with a cost estimate. As of today, our office we always make a recommendation to the county commissioners. So as of today, the recommendation back to the county commissioners is to fund the Volunteers of America homeless shelter in the amount of $40,000, which has been consistent. The commissioners have been very consistent in funding the homeless shelter operations, and there has not been a grant cycle where we have not funded the Volunteers of America homeless shelter. So $40,000 for VOA homeless shelter, then Margaretta Township's ADA restrooms at Lions Park in Castalia, funded in the amount of $80,000. And if you add in the $30,000 for administration, that totals $150,000. This public hearing will be continued this Thursday at 9:30 a.m. With the county commissioners, and I believe Zoom access will be available, and we'll be putting that on our Facebook page, the actual access here, I believe on Wednesday. So that's our recommendation. We'll meet with county commissioners this Thursday, 9:30 a.m. for a final decision. This is, right now, this is just a recommendation, and we'll get a final decision out of the county commissioners this Thursday, 9:30 a.m. If you have any questions, you can contact me. My name is Tim King. You can reach me at 419-627-7524, or you can email me at tking@eriecounty, all one word, .oh.gov. Thank you.